Thunder by 11 in the third, and then they hang on, but they get it done. What a finish, what a game.
Yeah, you hold this team to 38% shooting in the second half is what the Nuggets did defensively, so that was awesome. But this game had all the markers of the things that Game 5 didn't, right? You found players to support Jamal and Joker. You made the plays to get down the stretch that you didn't make in the fourth quarter last couple of games. All the stuff that you need to be able to get to a game like this.
And you needed one other person to be special. Right, we talked about, I think, Andy Lindahl came on our set before the thing. You need 4 guys in and around 20. Well, I don't know if he got 20, but I'm going to tell you what, whatever he got, Julian Strawther got it loudly, and that was big.
That's when the Nuggets made their run in the fourth quarter. He hit threes. He hit a nice bucket layup. He finishes 3 of 4 from the three-point line. A playoff career high, 15 points for Julian Strawther. He's downstairs right now with Arkady Winge.
This game required a different level of urgency with your season on the line. How did your team rise to meet the moment?
I mean, I think we just all came through as a collective. You know, we understood that we had to come together as one. You know, we couldn't do this, you know, one man at a time. We had to come together as a group, and we did that, and we got another chance to win on Sunday.
In the last 2 games, you guys talked about how you didn't like your execution in the fourth quarter and down the stretch. What was different in this game?
I mean, we understood that it was win or go home. I mean, you know, we had no room for error, and it was one that we had to get. So we took initiative and got one down the stretch.
You told me before the game that whatever opportunity you got, you would be ready. That led to a new playoff career high for you, 15 points. What happened for you out there?
I mean, my guys found me in spots. You know, I took shots that I know I could make, and I mean, I understood the assignment. Got to do it again on Sunday.
All right, I want to give you a chance to tell these fans what type of atmosphere they created for you in Ball Arena tonight.
Oh, I mean, it was unbelievable. I feel like, you know, the energy that y'all brought to us, I mean, it showed on the floor, and you know, we have another chance in life.
Congrats on the win, Julian. Thank you.
Thank you.
Give it up.
Man, I am so happy for that kid. Little to no playoff experience, right? He's just seen pockets of playing time in the postseason, and he comes in tonight in a game where they desperately had to have some bench scoring and plays the game of his NBA life.
But let me say this. Did you not think in game 5 in Oklahoma City, I thought he came in and brought a little life and a little energy.
Hit a 3 and, you know, played with energy, yeah.
Yeah, and I said this on our radio show today or yesterday. I still have hope. Even after game 5, I said, Strawther looks to me like the guy that next year.
Yep.
Right? I mean, he's got to stay healthy. Two years in a row, rookie year and this year, misses 5-6 weeks of the season with an injury. Kind of, and both times at time when all of a sudden you're getting playing time and then it goes away.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, he's got some electricity to his game. When he learns to do the little SGA, create the contact, and then come back and make the shot, he's going to explode. And he exploded tonight when the Nuggets needed him most.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, you know, kudos to him. You know, it's not easy to, because he was making strides earlier in the season before he was injured. Missed all that time.
Like 6 weeks, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Came back and was no longer really a part of the rotation. So how do you stay ready? How do you, you know, he talked a little bit about people supporting him and making sure he stayed positive. Not only did he stay positive, he stayed ready, and this was just huge. You know, the Nuggets really are consistent performances from their young players away from, you know, I said this prior to the season.
Oh, yeah.
Well
from
said.
being legit NBA title contenders.
Well said.
And this guy shows you why.
It's time to see who's all in, brought to you by Ball Corporation, aluminum all in. It was that move late in the third quarter. The Nuggets go on a 17-6 run late in the third, and that guy right there was a big reason why. He scored 8 points in a span of 3 minutes.
And he's going to have another 4 or 5 points next year in that same situation when he learns to take the contact and score. But when he hit that first 3, they needed it at that time, and then he didn't hesitate, man. I mean, boom, boom, get it to him. That play at the shot clock buzzer was heads up. Heads up play that he made right there.
Made his free throws, too.
He made 2 free throws.
Yeah, he did. I just think Scott made a great point. I think today's game had its foundation in the previous game. And, you know, when you can come out, play with confidence, he didn't score all the points the last game. He didn't need to. But what he showed you was he's not scared of the moment. He's not scared of the stage. Played at Gonzaga. They played on these kind of stages a lot. And so that's your foundation game. Now you come back into this one. Shots start falling. You're on the court a little bit more. David Adelman puts you on the court because he trusts you a whole lot more. All of the things came together for him, and he delivered.
And another foundational thing, you talk about how he played better in Game 5, showed some energy. David talked about it in the pregame presser. I should have taken Jamal out in that fourth quarter, got him some rest early in the fourth quarter. Well, this guy was playing so well, Jamal got to take 3-4 minutes.
Yeah.
They didn't come out and get a lot of shots late, but that's big. If they would have needed that two-man game and Jamal to hit some shots, they got him 4 minutes of rest in that
kind of lower down on the bench, I guess, step up in those moments.
Yeah, and I think Julian's going to get credit for scoring 15 points. I thought he held water defensively, too. That was a big deal. You want to keep an offensive player out there, but they have to be able to handle their own on the other end, and he did. We didn't have to change schematically, defensively, because he sat down, moved his feet, and guarded. And then, obviously, him being able to stay out there because of that, 15 points in 19 minutes. Yeah, I mean, it's funny thinking about Game 5 and Game 4. You know, Game 4, their role players make threes. Game 5, Dort makes threes. Tonight, we had a guy step up, make some shots, and then our main people were so complimentary. And obviously, in the fourth quarter, to win that quarter after what's happened the last two games says a lot about our guys and the fact that they can bounce back from anything. And I keep saying that. So, I don't know. We just keep finding a way. We'll go play another Game 7.
Coach, another game where you have an 8-point lead going to the fourth quarter, and this time, and you talked pregame about getting time to rest Jamal, and you did rest Jokic as opposed to last game. Can you just take us through the thought process of why you sort of changed things up and how that worked for you?
Well, it's going to be one or the other. Like I said, last game I kind of kicked myself for not taking one of them out, and NIKOLA seemed body language-wise like he wanted to sit for a second. The beautiful thing was I had 4 timeouts again. I know it didn't work out last game, but that does let you control your substitutions. And those guys held water, you know, to start that quarter. So this was an incredible team win. Small thing, I know Michael's been struggling. Mike made it 2 early threes. It kind of loosens up the floor a little bit. It allows you to play in space much easier for Jamal and NIKOLA. And then obviously Julian in the second half. So you had 2 guys make impactful threes where you're allowed to play the way we want to play offensively. And outside of the end where we turned it over, I thought we took care of it pretty well throughout.
What did you see from your guys, backs against the wall, facing elimination, 2 heartbreaking losses to be able to come out and get a pretty dominant win today and force a Game 7?
Same thing I always see. Yeah, I mean, those losses were tough, but, I mean, it was 3-2. The series is still here. I've said this, I know it's cliche, but every game is its own chapter. It's its own thing. It's its own entity. And different people are going to step up, just like for them. They've had people step up in Game 4 and 5. And tonight we had that team that did it. And now you put yourself in a situation where, hey, let's go see what happens on Sunday. And I know I got a group of guys in there that have been in a lot of Game 7s, seen a lot of things. So we're excited for the opportunity.
Coach, over here, resiliency is a word that's often thrown out about this team over and over and over again. Just where are you seeing that in between games, just in terms of their approach, in terms of their willingness to pick each other up kind of between games?
Yeah, hyper-focused, hyper-honest with one another. And I think more importantly, hyper-honest with themselves. And I think if you are that way, you can bounce back from things very quickly. People that find excuses and point all over the room usually lose and fail. And this group is not that way. They're tough-minded. They know they can be better each game as an individual or as a teammate. And that's who we've been for a long time. And what that means for Sunday doesn't mean you're going to win or lose. I don't know. But I do know this. They'll be mentally prepared because they'll spend tomorrow thinking about how they can be better. Schematically, we'll talk Saturday. And we will throw this saying, man, we will be ready to roll on Sunday. I'm very excited for the opportunity because of the people I'm about to do it with.
Couple things. First, Aaron Gordon was grabbing the hamstring late there.
Yeah.
What's the concern level there?
I mean, at this point, I have no idea. It would be high, obviously. I mean, Aaron is one of our guys that he's the reason why we've won games and won series and have a banner hanging up in there. So It's really nice to have 2 days, obviously, for all the guys to, have treatment and all those things. But I haven't gotten a clear answer. He'll get checked out. But I mean, having 2 days off, I don't think you guys realize, at least the people that cover us do, wow, like this has been a marathon. So the guys in there look like they were happier that they have tomorrow off than they were going to a Game 7. So it's going to be really nice. But to your question, it's nice to have 2 days to get guys right, going into a Sunday matinee. So, concern for Aaron is so high. He's played through a lot through this whole season, so we'll see where he's at.
And then, obviously, I'm sure Jamal could use the extra day as well.
Yeah.
Not feeling well. What do you think about what he was able to give you, especially considering the circumstances?
Yeah, shout out to the training staff and our medical staff. I mean, he woke.
Hello, xin chào tất cả các bạn. Lại là mình đây. Mình sẽ gửi đến các bạn những sản phẩm cắt dán đẹp hơn mỗi ngày. Những sản phẩm tuyệt vời. Đấy, cốc trà sữa này. Đây trên tay của mình đây là keo dán giấy này các bạn ạ. Và để tạo ra được những sản phẩm để tạo ra được những video cắt dán đẹp như thế này thì mình sẽ cần có những dụng cụ, những đồ vật để mình tạo nên. Đây, trước mặt của mình đây, trên tay mình đang cầm đây là những giấy thủ công màu các bạn ạ. Nó rất nhiều màu sắc luôn, các bạn có nhìn thấy màu sắc của nó. Đấy. Trên tay của mình đây cầm đây, màu xanh này, màu xanh lá cây, màu vàng này các bạn ạ. Đây là màu đỏ. Đấy. Giấy màu cam này, giấy màu xanh này. Đấy. Mình rất nhiều những sản phẩm màu sắc. Đấy. Và để tạo ra được những sản phẩm đẹp và ý nghĩa thì mình cần có một cây bút và chiếc kéo này, kéo để cắt này, hồ dán để dán những sản phẩm vào với nhau để cho nó đa dạng màu sắc, tạo nên điểm nhấn cho sản phẩm. Và còn những dụng cụ bổ trợ cho mình như là đây là chân kẹp điện thoại này, chân kẹp điện thoại, đây là chiếc điện thoại để